Hey guys, welcome back to the Mythcast. I'm the storyteller,
I'm the keeper.
and we're doing a very special early episode, a complete breakdown of Wonderman. I'm not sure if we said that we were going to do it weekly, but
No, I think we did say we were gonna do it weekly.
Yeah,
but
now, I think we changed our mind because that show was good.
Did not want to wait.
We couldn't wait, and honestly, I didn't want to have you guys wait. That's not really fair to you guys, to be honest.
Yeah, especially if it all dropped at one time. So reviewing episodes week by week,
it wouldn't make a lot of sense.
It wouldn't really work that well. I don't want you guys to lose interest in the show.
You know, we got to get something out quick and easy for you guys, but that whole season, bro.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Personally, spoiler warning, by the way.
Spoiler warning, especially if you haven't seen it
yet. Me personally, episodes 7 and 5 were my favorite episodes.
Best episodes there was there.
And we know that we heard episode 4 was hyped up a lot.
Yeah, we had some people, and they kept hyping up episode 4 because they watched it before we did. And they were glazing 4. They were saying 4 was the best episode in the season. 4 and 8 were all that. Personally, I like 5 and 7 better than 4 and 8.
Yeah. 'Cause 8 was good.
8 was good.
It was all good.
Episode. I feel like we didn't see enough Wonderman.
We didn't see enough.
The show is called Wonderman.
We've seen a lot of Simon figuring out who he is, figuring out his powers, and becoming Wonderman, but we didn't see Wonderman.
And also, we saw him become Wonderman in the sense of being casted. We didn't see him become... we didn't see him choose to be Wonderman outside the movie.
Yeah.
You know?
And episode 4 was really good. Well, episode 3 and 4 were really good. Episode 3... we see, more of a glimpse of his powers.
Yeah.
He breaks a table at his mom's birthday party after his brother renovated the kitchen.
That's grimy.
Very funny. And then, they talked about, in the end of the episode, they were talking about, this dude, Doorman. And then...
we got to episode 4.
Yeah,
and...
but the thing is, they talked about Doorman, and then... the best thing that happened, they got the callback for Wonderman.
Yeah.
Also, just a little thing. Trevor was a little rat for the damage control.
Yeah, Trevor was.
He was wearing a wire in episode 3. But he did break it. He is a good guy.
Yeah, so he kind of switched up on them a little bit. He decided he really does like Simon as a friend and not just scared of him.
Yeah, he really switched up a lot, and it was nice to see him build up, be a better person, because we didn't see much of Trevor in Shang-Chi, and all we know is that Trevor was a bad dude in Iron Man 3, playing the Mandarin.
He was a terrorist.
But in Shang-Chi, he was funny.
He was pretty funny. He had his little, the headless goat thing, I don't know what it was. But
he did switch up, and it was nice.
I feel like we go to episode 4, not that it was out of nowhere, it just, I feel like we didn't need all that level of explanation.
Yeah, no. Episode 4 was a whole episode dedicated to Doorman. And Doorman, I think, right? Something like that.
His name is Damar something, but his nickname was Doorman because he can travel through doors and stuff.
But also, he was quite literally a doorman.
Yeah, he was literally a doorman before he got his powers. He would be at the front of bars and stuff.
Of a nightclub and stuff.
Yeah, he was worked at a nightclub.
Yeah, and in that episode, it was all black and white, which I liked. I enjoyed that. It was a weird episode. I liked that. I liked how weird it was. Yeah. I just didn't think it was the best.
I felt like it was out of place. It didn't really fit with the rest of the series. I could have imagined a whole Doorman series. That would have been cool.
Yeah, definitely. And it ended off with cash grab too.
I'll give you a little insider thing. Before we watched the show, we had seen something about Josh Gad I saw on TikTok that he said he went missing on the set of Cash Grab 2. I'm like, what happened?
What is this Cash Grab 2?
They were watching the show and I seen him oh wait, didn't he go missing? What are the chances? Cash Grab 2 is a movie in the show that
he went missing. He went missing.
He went missing in the show, so somebody was posting on TikTok if he got missing in real life.
Yeah,
and they got me. They low-key got me. I thought he was.
Me too. But it was cool. I feel like they only added that episode because they wanted to explain how superpowered soups.
Yeah.
Superpowered individuals, whatever you want to say, they are if they have their powers and they use them in a movie, something happens, causes a casualty.
Yeah.
Which is what happened with Doorman in Cash Grab 2, because in the episode after he made like his one big
movie.
One big movie, but his 15 minutes of fame, where up, he started going downhill, started drinking and stuff, losing money. And then in Cash Grab 2, stupid name, honestly.
Yeah.
Stupid names for the movies in the show. But he was drinking before they went on set, so when they were Josh Gad was throwing the props through Doorman and his door's stomach.
They were using his actual powers instead of having it as like a, what's it called?
CGI.
Yeah, CGI.
It was they were trying to make it as practical as they could. But in that turn, it ended up because Doorman was all sick and nauseous.
And ended up like absorbing Josh Gad.
Yeah. And my theory, I told a storyteller about this. That as Josh Gad entered Doorman, sounds weird. Well, as he was running through Doorman, Doorman ended up puking. So
at the same
time as Josh Gad was running through. So I was like, what if Doorman absorbed him and then ended up throwing him up as of something too big to absorb and without an exit?
Yeah. So he ended up almost absorbing him and like killing him pretty much. Like he ate the guy.
Yeah.
And that's not really fair to him, to be honest, if you think about it.
It's not.
I really feel like because Disney likes, like a Disney and Marvel, they like to have 8-episode shows.
Yeah.
I think they only threw that in there because they couldn't write in episode 8. So they did it like almost like a fill-in episode.
Yeah, no, I definitely see that. I think that might be as well. And also just for the explanation of why they have that Damar Doorman rule.
I feel like they should have never had... That could have been like a conversation between somebody that they could explain that. And they could have made episode 8, 7, and then we could have had episode 8 be them running away and him realizing that he wants to be Wonderman. I feel like we could have had a better
I feel like
episode
that'd be
8.
really good. I feel like that would have been actually really good.
Like, don't get me wrong, episode 8 ended properly, like on a good spot.
Ending was good.
But like, I feel like they could have rewrote it a little bit so it was less ending feeling and had that be episode 7, and then 8 would have been them getting away and have more of a reason for him to decide to take on the mantle of Wonder Man.
And he dons the suit.
Like he
wore the suit in the movie and in the show. Like we see in the suit, it looks great. Love the suit. It's just if he really donned it as him becoming Wonder Man,
it would have been a lot better.
It would have been perfect.
It would have been something else.
And it may be too big of an ask, but I feel like Marvel is finally like Marvel DC. They're on the up end now. They're going up. Yeah. So James Gunn is going big or going home, and the gun don't miss. The gun don't miss.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little iffy on Peacemaker, the finale of Peacemaker.
I agree with that. No more Peacemaker Wednesdays. Sad, hurt me. But I think season 2 was good. I think that was good, but
it was overglazed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
To the point where it was underwhelming when I watched the finale of season 2.
Yeah.
I feel like nothing exciting happened. I felt like I was promised maybe a Superman cameo, a Batman cameo, and then we got Lex Luthor. So like,
yeah, I didn't know how to feel about that, but it's whatever. It happened. But Gunn went big.
Yeah,
and I feel like Feige and Marvel, they need to do the same right now.
I feel like they're scared to do something.
They are, because of what happened with Brave New World.
Yeah, Brave New World didn't do too good.
But it was an okay movie. I personally enjoyed it. I think it was mid at best. Like, it had good storytelling. It had, like, good action stuff. But where I think Marvel started to rise again was Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts was an amazing movie. I really did enjoy it. And they felt more of, like, a proper family than the Avengers do. The Avengers feel like coworkers in a sense. I heard that somewhere.
In Thunderbolts, it was like, it's a bunch of outcast people. Like, they're all alone. They all have no one, or they lost everyone. Yelena lost Natasha and her family. She still has her dad. It's just she sort of resents him.
Yeah.
And then Bucky lost his best friend. And then
he kind of lost Sam.
He kind of lost Sam
after they became really close. That was the whole thing.
Sam became a
not a good dude.
A D word. I want to say it out loud, but he became a D word after becoming Cap.
Yeah, he almost got a little bit of an ego to him.
Yeah.
Like he feels like I'm Captain America, you know? Like you can't mess with I'm Captain America.
And then in the post-credit scenes, suing the new Avengers.
Mind you, the Avengers with the Z thing was just a joke. They're literally the Avengers. Like Captain America doesn't have a claim to the Avengers because it's a government-ran team.
And they were ran by S.H.I.E.L.D.
Exactly. Captain America didn't create the Avengers. He was recruited. And I don't even think he was really the leader.
Fury created the Avengers, and I'm pretty sure Fury recruited Iron Man first.
Exactly. So Cap was like...
And then Natasha and...
I don't think the Avengers really had a leader, in a sense. I think there was a team set together because they had powers. Yeah, like, they were like the quickest to find.
In Thunderbolts, it feels like Yelena is the leader, but also, like...
I forgot his name. What's his name?
Like, she feels like Steve, because Steve was a great dude. He always brought the team up and said, if we're going to lose, we're losing together. Tight, 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 you know? Mess with that. And Yelena is doing the same. She went in there after Bob, which was great.
Yeah, she was the only one who put together that they might not be dying. And because she was a little depressed, she didn't mind if she actually did die. And she ran straight ahead into the Shadow Realm. Figured out, hey, I'm not dead. Let me go save this guy because we're both depressed. Like, the connection, the sadness everybody felt, they feel more of like a found family than the Avengers were. The Avengers were forced together, let's be so for real.
No, they kind of were. And then they all had to, like, force a relationship with each other. And then, they grew one all together.
Yeah, but the thing is, we never got to see their relationship.
I mean, unless it was mainly post-credit scenes. And the only time was with,
I think it was like that one Chinese spot at the end of the first Avenger. And then the beginning half of Age of Ultron, that party.
And then there was the shawarma spot, too. I think that was the end of
the first one. Yeah.
Which,
honestly,
little fun fact, Chris Evans was hiding a beard.
Or was it the mustache for Mission Impossible? I think
no, the beard for Snowpiercer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so his face was covered. I remember. Yeah. But I feel like Thunderbolts felt like those two scenes for the Avengers, the whole second half of Thunderbolts felt like that. They felt like they actually worked together.
And speaking of like found family, Simon and Trevor.
Yes, they had that connection.
Found that connection between them two, the bromance. It was very nice to see. Like it felt like Sam and Bucky in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and that they started off iffy, but they ended up being really close. And that's how it felt with Simon and Trevor, just in more of a funnier and like.
The thing is, I feel like if Simon was closer to Trevor than Trevor was to Simon, and I think it was more of because Simon never had friends growing up, so I think he had like an attachment to Trevor, a little too much of an attachment.
Because that was like his first friend.
His first friend, to the point where he literally broke the law at the end of episode 8. At the end of episode 8, he goes in, even though he's super famous now, he could millions of dollars. He gives all his money. Yeah, I think that was him. He gives all that money.
I think that was him for sure.
Yeah, he gives all his money to this guy who was following around all of episode 8.
And that was.
And then he breaks
their dynamic
Trevor
too.
out.
I think their dynamic was cool. Like they were just talking, getting along as like just dudes.
Exactly. So
and I enjoyed that.
So now he's dead broke. He goes and he breaks Trevor out of the prison that he's in, and that's where it ends. But at least we do get to see that he does fly. Because me and the Keeper here, we were debating if he has all the powers from the comics. Because we know he has the ionic abilities.
Yes.
And now we know he can fly.
He flew!
But
I don't think you understand. I was actually really excited.
He was really hyped about the flying part. Because we weren't sure if he was getting it. The only other part that I don't know if is going to be true is the semi-immortal thing. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if they're going to do it.
I feel like he's definitely going to have the invulnerability, though.
He has to have the invulnerability. I feel like they're going to try to hype him. I think with the success the show has had so far, they're definitely going to try to push him more.
Yeah. And I'm not opposed to that.
Oh, no, I would love that.
It's just they have to push him in the right way. They can't just
I feel like they're going to force it a little bit.
Push it out. They have to do it in the right way. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, I feel like we
need a Wonderman movie. Wonderman movie would be like an actual movie.
After everything that happened in the show, we pick up, not right where we left off, but it would be nice to pick up a little bit after. Maybe they're still running or something happened, but I
Yeah.
want to see him don the suit.
And I want it to be the same suit.
Needs to be. It needs to
how
be.
Marvel, every movie, every time they do, they always switch the suit around. I get they're trying to make money with the toys and all, but like subtle changes at least. Because we got such a nice suit at the end of Falcon.
We know we're getting the X-Men back.
Yeah, we're getting the X-Men.
We know we're getting the X-Men back, so I do not want them to change the Wolverine suit.
They're changing the Wolverine suit.
But I don't want them to. You've seen how good it was, right?
I think they're going to keep the yellow.
Well, yeah, 100%. I feel like they should actually... No, actually...
They might do the brown suit.
Yeah, I would love the brown and yellow.
They might do the brown suit.
Because, like, we got Cyclops in the trailer with the yellow and blue.
But the thing is, Cyclops, that looks like a big... Well, actually, no. I was going to say that looks like a huge fight. But Marvel confirmed all the trailers we've got so far are not going to be in the movie. Yeah, so everything is like, you watch those, that's what's happening right before the movie starts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
Oh! So actually, I like that.
Yeah, so the Captain America holding the baby, that's not going to be in the movie. Thor in those woods, that's not going to be in the movie. The X-Men, that whole scene with Cyclops, I feel like that's the only one that might be in the movie.
That should be in the movie.
That's the one
I feel like that should be like a scene before... like, because... Is it going to be the Fox X-Men being transferred to the MCU world, or like what's happening there?
So like I said before, I think they're doing a soft reboot, and I hope they just get a fresh cast, because it's been like 20 years since the last time. And don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with old people.
Absolutely not.
But the thing is, we want a fresh.
As long as we get Patrick Stewart and the dude that played Eric. Listen, they're too old. They're too old, but bro,
they're gonna be in the movie.
They were great Professor X's. Wait, actually no. If we got I would still like to have them though. But like if we got
the new class ones,
yeah, those are really good. They were really good too.
And they're getting up in age to the point where I think they can actually fit the old versions better.
I agree with you.
So that they might be able to cook with those castings.
And I feel like, and if we do get like a newer generation, don't bring James Marsden back as a Cyclops. Bring the other dude from the I
don't know about that.
Why not?
I think we should get a whole new cast. I don't want to see anybody new. I mean, I want to see everybody new. To the point, actually, speaking of that, Sadie Sink might be Jean Grey. I've seen a few rumors that Sadie Sink is Jean. I don't know
how. We know she's in the new Spider-Man movie, but I wonder who she's playing.
I've seen a lot of rumors that she's playing Jean Grey.
Really? In Spider-Man?
That's the only thing that's bugging me a little bit. Because if we want to do a soft reboot, you can't have
Jean Grey in Spider-Man.
Yeah, she shouldn't be alive.
No.
Either that, or she's playing Jean in Marvel to the point where like there has no powers. Like she's like a regular person, and then when the universe like fixes itself, she becomes like she gets her powers.
Because she probably get those memories that she had of the.
Because I seen, well, actually no, I think I came up with this one. The rumor, or not a rumor, a theory of mine. All right, I'm pretty sure I came up with this. I'm not sure, but because I could have saw it somewhere. It's been a minute since I thought about this. But what if, right? In the MCU, there was mutants, there was the X-Men, like they did live, but something happened where they lost their memories and their powers. Because it is confirmed that there is mutants in the MCU with Kamala Khan, that post-credit scene where they said, "Hey, you have a mutation."
Which still confuses the hell out of me, because they were talking about how she was a djinn, I think that's what it was called, or like something like that. Like they were djinns or this stuff, and then it was the whole Inhuman gene, and then a mutant.
I think they're trying because Kamala was supposed to be a mutant in the first place.
Yeah, and then they switched it because of the whole mutant racism thing.
Yeah,
yada, yada,
so
people where she became an Inhuman.
Yeah, so I think the MCU they're trying to. I think they're not gonna do the Inhumans at all.
Okay.
I think we're gonna go straight to just mutants. Which is good. We don't need the Inhumans.
Inhumans. Like
Black Bolt is cool and all, but we don't need them.
No, absolutely not. No. I feel like they don't play much of a significant role
unless it's like the X-Men.
Yeah. Unless it's like a full-on, they need every hero. They don't really play a big role.
So what I'm thinking is, what if like the X-Men and stuff, like they always were around, but something happened, like a Scarlet Witch, no mutant situation in the comics, and they got erased. And so they can say this entire time there was X-Men, all these characters are alive, they're living, and they just forgot their powers, and by the end of the movie, they get their memories back or something. Or, the better bet, and this is the one I think I've seen, is that the soft reboot is we keep some of the cast, we just merge the timelines. Like the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, the Marvel. Like at the end of the Flash, Crisis of Infinite Earths, where the Flash and Supergirl meet. It's like, what are you doing on my Earth? And then some random guy's like, what do you mean? You guys have always been together, you know?
And then Arrow and all that.
And then everybody was together. Yeah. That was fire.
Actually, that seems like it would work a lot.
I mean, that'd be cool.
We do know that Fantastic Four isn't going to be a merged world because we do see them come in at the end of Thunderbolts. Right?
But the thing is, it's confirmed that they are staying.
Yeah, no, they're staying.
They're staying as a cast.
Which, honestly, I like that cast. I like that cast a lot.
Yeah, but, bro, I think the best thing for Marvel to do fully is to not say screw a soft reboot, just start over. Okay. Start over, but not start over with the Avengers. I want them to just focus on the X-Men and the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, no, because we already have the Avengers. We already know who's set for the Avengers, so we're probably getting the new Avengers with Sam and them, and we already have the new Avengers.
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing on like who is gonna be.
I don't even think they should do that. I think they should do like a reboot, right? And then the next movies we focus on Spider-Man because what's his name? Tom Holland has said that he's not necessarily done with Spider-Man, but he feels like he doesn't. He had a 6-movie contract, and that 6 movie is gonna be his 3 movies, and then he's gonna do another trilogy. And I'm pretty sure that's like he's done after that.
See, it would have been better if oh, sorry, you good, bro? Yeah, I just got a tickle in my throat. Anyways, it'd be way better if Andrew had those trilogy movies.
Yeah, I would have loved Andrew. Speaking of which, there is a new Deadpool movie coming out, and there's a small chance he might be in it as the Spider-Man, like in between Secret Wars and Doomsday.
The Spider-Man, mind you guys, he's the Spider-Man, guys. Let's get that straight.
Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a battle world situation at the end of Doomsday. I think that's what they're going for. That's how all the universes are connected.
I love that.
Because if they do a battle world, that would make so much sense why everybody's together. The merging stuff. But yeah, back to what I'm saying. I think after the reboot, we should have it as we're focusing on the Fantastic Four, we're focusing on the X-Men, and then the Avengers are in the back.
Yeah.
Right? A new cast. Change Captain America, change Iron Man, but still be Steve Rogers and Tony Stark. Different actors, but we wouldn't really care because we would never see them. Like, the Avengers save the day, and it just like shows them in the back, like different actors, but like they're background characters now.
Okay. Which, honestly, that would probably work because like we've had so many Avengers movies, and we've followed their story since 2012.
Exactly, and the thing is, the Avengers are not even all that in the comics.
And we're still technically following them.
Exactly. The Avengers have been the main focus point of the MCU for so long. But the thing is, I don't know if you guys knew this because, I don't know if you guys would. But before the MCU, no one cared about the Avengers.
Yeah, no, because they were just a team that would band together when the world needed them.
Exactly.
Other than that, they would just go out on their own as separate Avengers just fighting, which they tried to carry into the MCU, but they just
separate movies and stuff. But it didn't work out so well.
Thor: Dark World was terrible.
Yeah, like Thor: Dark World. But before that, it was always the X-Men comics were the most popular. The Fantastic Four were the most popular, and Spider-Man.
And
then Hulk.
The first family,
randomly.
Okay. Unaccepted, outcasted heroes still fighting for what they believe in is right. A 14-year-old boy, mind you. Peter started at 14.
Exactly. Spider-Man.
14-year-old boy who everyone can kind of relate to, who doesn't have help, who only has like 3 friends.
And even then, that changes all the time because they'd be forgetting, they'd die. And the thing is, he can't tell nobody that he's Spider-Man. Every time he does, they usually die.
And then a big green monster, but I'm not done, who also is sort of like, he's not really cared for as well. Unless it's Betty, but even then, Betty is iffy. Betty is iffy.
Let's be for real, the Hulk was only popular because he's big and he breaks stuff.
Yeah, but beneath the Hulk and in the comics, he's genuinely he's just a person who doesn't have no one really. Yeah. Unless it was Natasha in the MCU or Betty, but there's times where he's still like an afraid little kid because of his past.
Exactly.
And in the comics, there was a time where he became a skinny version of himself because he got trapped in his childlike mind and was in the Hulk form. Which I think Spider-Man helped him out of that, which, well, obviously it's Spider-Man, but like, I don't know.
Because you got to remember, the big three of Marvel was Spider-Man, Hulk, and Wolverine, right? It wasn't Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. No one cared about, like, Thor? Come on. Have you seen him in the 80s? Nobody liked the fit. Like, he was not cooking, right?
Don't hate on my man's tidy whities!
Bro, and then Iron Man was an alcoholic, and then Captain America was just America's poster boy. So, nobody cared, but their stories weren't compelling.
Yeah.
Like, the MCU, like, you know, they
they made them more compelling, but like, in the turn, they didn't have time to make Spider-Man more compelling.
Exactly.
But in Far From Home, they didn't perfect Tom Holland. No. Tom Holland, low-key, perfected the loss as Peter.
Yeah.
In a sort of way, but I feel like Andrew Garfield also did that. Y'all not ready for this conversation? Flash in the TASM movies, better than any of the Flashes.
Okay.
Y'all not ready for that. Because he said, it feels better, right? After Uncle Ben died, Peter put him on the locker. It feels better, right?
Yeah.
Just that line alone.
He understood the pain he was going through, and they even had a heart-to-heart. They had a conversation about it.
I think that was a deleted scene, right?
Yeah, I think it might have been a deleted scene. I would have to rewatch the movie to, obviously check. But the fact that Flash actually has a personality, he actually understood. He wasn't just a jerk. Like in the Far From Home movie, the home movies, I guess, because they all have home in it, right? Flash is just like a influencer. Like he's a fake friend.
Yeah,
kind
he's
of
there. He's not like trying to be Peter's friend, but he's also trying because he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, you don't see him becoming, because the thing is with Flash, he becomes the second Venom, right? And then he becomes Agent Venom. That twist and that twist of him becoming like a war hero who lost his legs and became a hero. I don't see the MCU Flash doing that.
No. I see if they continued with Andrew, if they continued that trilogy, they could have maybe made it a full 4 movie.
Yeah.
Right? And they did that with Flash. Maybe add a little sprinkle, make Flash the first Venom, then have him transform into Agent Venom. That would have done well. Maybe not received the best, but I would have enjoyed that.
I personally love Agent Venom way better than regular Venom. So.
And then even Agent Venom and Peter, their relationship grows so much more in the comics. They become like best friends, but not really best friends, but they become really close.
And Agent Venom, that's when Venom actually becomes an anti-hero for the first time. Like,
and
the Venom movies kind of make it seem like he was always that way, but no, when he was with Eddie, he was a bad guy.
Because he was feeling all of Eddie's hate.
Yeah, Eddie's not a good dude. Flash is the one who made Venom a anti-hero.
Yeah,
not Eddie.
I think when Eddie got him back, I think this is when Eddie maybe redeems himself as a better person.
Better because Venom's influence on him.
Yeah, because he went back to Eddie after Flash.
And then Flash got anti-Venom after that.
Yeah. Which, Eddie as anti-Venom was anti-hero, but also wanting to be a hero because he cured everything, but he also left symbiote cells inside of people, I'm pretty sure. We just strayed away from Wonderman, but in all reality, we gave you everything that we needed to talk about with Wonderman.
Yeah, Wonderman, it was a good show, but realistically, the only decent information you need to have about the show is Simon's journey of becoming... of getting cast as Wonderman, not even fully becoming
his journey
Wonderman.
Just as a person and him growing and figuring out who he is and figuring out how to handle life with his powers. Because he always kept them hidden. But him trying to handle life with his powers is what made Wonder Man a great show. And then in the end of it, like last 3 episodes, 5, 6, 7, and 8, the last 4, those were really good because he was figuring out how to fully utilize his powers.
Exactly.
And then that whole scene in, I think, episode 7 with Trevor and Simon with that lady around.
Yeah.
When Trevor was helping Simon calm down, that really shows how much Simon has grown.
Yeah.
And how much Trevor has grown as someone who cares for Simon. Oh, forgot to mention this. Trevor donned the role of the Mandarin again.
Yes, Trevor became...
Because he was honest with Simon. We loved that. That was amazing that he was. He was honest with Simon about how
that he was working with the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
And how he didn't really... I mean, he didn't say this. He didn't say that he regrets it. He pretty much just said, hey, yeah, I'm working for him, and that I was going to rat you out. Simon went really upset, and he went to the set of Wonderman and released all his power. When I tell you this man is powerful, destroyed the entire set.
Destroyed the entire set. Mm-hmm. Destroyed some of the other sets.
And obviously, they were the DOA? No, DOD.
Damage Control.
Department of Defense or Damage Control.
One or the other.
They obviously knew it was Simon. So they went after him. And to get... I was going to say revenge. To get, like, Simon's trust and to, like... Pretty much, Trevor decided to become the Mandarin again.
And take the blame.
And take the blame for the bombing, saying that it was... Like, the way he can prove to America that Trevor was the character and that he was always the Mandarin, and to protect Simon's identity.
Because he truly did care for Simon, and they truly did become.
And that's why Simon decided to give the money up to that one random guy and break him out, because he realized how realized that was more important to him than becoming an actor. But one thing I wanted to mention, right, was. Simon's whole thing is that he likes to become the characters, right? And obviously, I'm assuming that's how he's gonna fully embrace Wonderman. I feel like we should have saw that more, because there was a few one-liners like, "Oh, I like to become my characters," and we saw him become all these other characters, because he likes every time they ask him to perform a scene, he can memorize word for word pretty much any movie he's seen, like the script. And so that was like showing little bits of sign, like little breadcrumbs, how well he can embody a character. And I think that he takes that a little too literal. With Wonderman, he literally becomes Wonderman. But it doesn't show that, though. I wish they showed his connection to the character more. I feel like they showed more of his connection to that pretty little woman or whatever.
Yeah, Pretty Woman, I think.
Pretty Women scene than his connection to Wonderman. Like all the things connecting him to Wonderman were flashbacks.
Yeah, and I feel like if we do end up getting a season 2, or if we hopefully get the Wonderman movie, I hope we should get a Wonderman movie.
That would be fire. Wonderman movie?
But I do hope that if anything comes out Wonderman again, we get more of him fully embodying Wonderman and becoming Wonderman. Because he did in the end, It's just...
But even then, he didn't say, like... Everybody called him Wonderman the same way you would call Chris Hemsworth Captain America. Thor.
Chris Evans,
Captain America. Chris Hemsworth, Thor. A lot of Chris's in the MCU.
Chris Pratt, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth.
The same way you would call them Captain America, Thor,
Star-Lord.
It's the same way they're calling him Wonderman. Not because he literally is Wonderman, because they associate him with the character. He does not fully become Wonderman. That ending scene with him flying is not him becoming Wonderman. No. It's him embracing his own powers.
It's not, yeah. But in episode 5, it did seem like he was embodying Wonderman a lot with the way he stopped the dudes from getting at Trevor. It does. How he tried to help Jaden.
It showed signs of him being heroic. But I feel like it showed more... This show showed more of his selfish side more than his heroic side.
Yeah.
There was not enough scenes in the show for me to be like, oh yeah, he wants to be a superhero.
But I feel like
there could be something. If we get a Wonderman movie or season 2, it has to go directly off after this scene.
Yeah, and I think that would be great, because then we could see how he fully embodies.
We cannot just see him Wonderman. No. It would make zero sense for him to be in the next movie and he's just Wonderman.
Yeah, I don't think that would work,
because they never they didn't turn him into a superhero yet.
No, because he's still growing as a person too.
Like this season almost feels like the first half to something bigger. I can tell you now, I do not. I know we were saying, oh, I hope he's in this, I hope he's in that. I don't want to see him until he's fully embraced until he's fully embraced as Wonderman. I need a season 2 or a movie. I don't want to see him in Doomsday, and I would hope that he comes in after Secret Wars. Like I want maybe a season 2 in between, or him in a movie. Maybe if it's not even his own movie, but if he's like an important side character, where he can embrace that on the side, and it still shows that development. I don't want to see him just like he stole the suit off camera.
No. I wanna see him fully embody Wonderman and becoming Wonderman.
Yeah, because then we're gonna have another Stranger Things situation where they're like, oh, that happened off camera. Oh yeah, they recognize that he went to school with him off camera. oh, this happened off camera. No, I want the story of Wonder Man needs to be explained more. It needs to be. He needs something. I feel like this season was good, but I feel like we needed more episodes. I feel like
I fully agree with you.
I would have. This show would have been. When I tell you, this show would have been some of the top cinema ever if it came out just like 10 years ago when shows were averaging 23 episodes.
Or if it just dropped a 12 episode season, that would do it too.
I would have loved it better if the season contained his entire story. We never saw him again. If it had his entire story, him getting casted as Wonder Man, him embracing it, him becoming a superhero, I would have loved that way more. And if we never saw him again, I would have been perfectly fine.
I mean, unless we got like little roles of him like helping out in Doomsday and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that would be perfect. That'd be perfect for Wonder Man. And then they drop, let's say, a movie.
See, I would love him. A movie would be the best thing for him right now.
And the best way to fully flesh out him becoming Wonder Man
Would be a movie.
Embodying the character.
He needs. There has to be a scene where maybe he's running away from the Department of Defense, and there's like a little kid hurt, you know, and he goes to save. Even if something like that happened in this show where it showed more of a heroic side, I would have loved that so much, and all my gripes with the show would have been gone. If I just showed a hint of him actually wanting to be a hero and not just an actor. Because it's almost like I told the keeper here earlier, it's almost giving like Johnny Cage vibes of Mortal Kombat, where he was a stunt double or an actor, and he got forced into the Mortal Kombat world as Earth's champion. It took like 5 games for him to actually. First off, it took him a minute to realize
he was originally Earth Realm's champion.
Exactly, and he didn't even think it was real at first.
Yeah, and then it became Liu Kang in MK9. Which was a retelling of MK3, Deadly Alliance, stuff like that. It's a whole thing. I can explain it more on my own segment. If y'all want to hear that. But, yeah, no, so Johnny he was the original Earth's champion. Mm-hmm. But then Liu Kang became Earth's champion. Johnny fully figured out what he had to do, embraced himself, embraced his green glow, because that's what his powers are, just green, like Lloyd. green. But yeah, embrace his powers, fire moveset, nut punch.
But yeah, I don't know. More thinking about it, that's almost like I really feel like the show missed out a lot on that.
Yeah,
like,
and
the more we talk about it, I feel like the show was a 10 out of 10. Now talking about it and realizing, I think I'm gonna drop it down to like an 8, just because I feel like it didn't embrace
enough of Wonder Man.
I don't see him as a superhero.
Not right now, at least.
He's not a superhero.
Something more. We need at least a season 2 or a movie for him to embrace who he is. It can't be that his story is done.
His story is not done. If they end it right now, I would hate it so much.
Yeah, I feel like I would genuinely just ruin the flow of everything. Mm-hmm. Make Wonder Man one of the most flopped shows.
Exactly. If they don't have we seen it on Disney Plus. It said Wonder Man is the best Marvel show ever created.
Yeah.
Honestly, thinking back on it, I don't think it was one of the best because of the fact that it doesn't show him as a superhero. I love the fact that it shows a flawed character. It shows all this stuff, but
a flawed character finding out his human nature, figuring out who he is as a person.
I would have called it a 10 out of 10 if the show was called Simon Williams. The thing is, it's called Wonder Man, and we don't have Wonder Man. Wonder Man is in the last. He's not in the show. I don't think Wonder Man was ever in the show.
All he was in the film.
Exactly.
The Wonder Man film in the show.
Never once have I watched the show. I was like,
embrace Wonder Man, but that's okay. Yeah, it's just I want to see him embrace the character. I want to see him become Wonder Man.
The only reason I'm getting this worked up with it is because I really, really like the show, and I really, really like the character of Wonder Man. Is the fact we didn't get to see him.
And Simon is a great character. Mm-hmm. I love that. I love Simon as a character. He's great, but I want more Wonder Man. I want to see him embrace who he is. And this is what my critique was on Thunderbolts. I wanted to see more of Sentry, not more of Void.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more of who Bob was and how he could have become Sentry.
Exactly. I just feel like this show needed, like I said before, that one scene of him saving someone from about to get hurt.
Yeah.
For example, in episode 5, right, when they were at the candy place, because in episode 5, Trevor and Sam, they went. Because let me back up a little bit, right? 4, they were in a little bit of a fight. Trevor was getting caught up in some of the stuff he used to do. And somebody saw Sam use his powers and recorded it. So, in episode 5, they went to go... Yes, Simon. My bad. Sam. I meant Simon. Simon went to go, stop him. And they ended up in this candy store. And the person who blackmailed them was on gunpoint by the person who tried to attack Trevor. If in that scene, he decided, let me go save the kid, instead of cowering in the back the entire time, that would have been the perfect chance for him to show even a little bit of remorse.
I fully agree with you. Like, he could have broken down the door, done something, pulled the kid inside.
But he only cared about becoming Wonderman.
Because he just wanted the role. And it's for his dad. We knew that. But he could have done so much better with it. So much better. He could have genuinely helped the kid. And then you could have gotten out of there. Yeah.
Honestly, when I was watching that scene, it reminds me of that one thing Iron Man said to Spider-Man in, I think, Far From Home? Or the second movie. Mm-hmm. Right? It was, Far From Home. He said, when Peter was talking about the suit, right? And he was like, I need the suit. And then he said, if you need the suit, you don't deserve it. That reminds me because...
Oh, wait, no, I think that was Homecoming. After the ferry.
Yes, Homecoming, yes. Where he was like, I'm nothing without the suit. And then Iron Man was like, if you're nothing without the suit, you don't need the suit. That reminds me of that because, in the sense, he was trying so hard to become Wonder Man that he didn't do something that Wonder Man would have done, which is save the person.
Peter, in just the home series, the home trilogy, he was trying to be Iron Man until in Far From Home, he fully embraced, he is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He is a hero for his city.
Yeah.
Right?
No Way Home.
No Way Home. You're right. Not Far From. No Way Home. He embraced himself as truly Spider-Man and embraced who he is. And then we got the whole Aunt May death. And then he went crazy. Which I feel like that was a great way to show grief. In that movie, they showed him grieving over his aunt that he lost, who was his only parent, because there was no Uncle Ben.
There was no Uncle Ben. They hinted at Uncle Ben. And I really thought they were going to say that he got all his stuff from Uncle Ben. But the fact that he never got the great responsibility, great thing.
He got it from Aunt May.
And it hits more at home considering Aunt May is supposed to be alive. She's supposed to be around. And he's supposed to... Like, Spider-Man always has nobody, but he always had her.
He always had
Aunt May. Now, this version of Spider-Man literally has nobody.
No one. He lost everything. And which people tried to say that other people have more tragic tale than Spider-Man, but genuinely,
Spider-Man has it.
If you see it in all the comics, every piece of media that Spider-Man is in, he loses genuinely everything. No matter who he has around him, he loses everything. He lost his wife, his family,
his kids
due to Mephisto putting him in a dream world. Bro, he loses everything over and over and over again, and people still say there's people out there who loses more than him.
Spider-Man is one of the most tragic characters there's ever been.
But guess what?
He always keeps getting back up. He always continues to fight, and that's why Spider-Man is such...
He always shows his true heart. He is a true symbol of hope. No one will ever take that away from him. He's a true symbol of hope. He embodies what true heroism means.
Exactly. He has been through the ups and downs. He's been through the gut. Nobody cares about him. Everybody not hates him, but treats him terribly. All this stuff happens, and he still gets up every morning to save the day.
This is not a hit for everyone. But Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, Spider-Man himself, anybody can wear the mask. You just gotta have the heart for it.
Exactly.
Anybody.
And that's why I low-key love Miles Morales. The fact that he was able to pick up the mantle from Peter and prove to everybody that it's not about the person under the mask. It's about the person in your heart. It's about the person inside.
It's the person you are. It's who you are.
It doesn't matter if you're black, you're white. It doesn't matter all that.
Peter said, if you can't be a good person, you can't wear the mask. He did that with Daredevil. Because Daredevil, and I think it was the Born Again issues, he lost Foggy. He was going on a rampage. He started killing people.
Exactly.
Peter showed up at his house. Mask on, everything. Peter showed up at his house telling him he was done. Because he is not what a hero is. Exactly. He's not what a hero is meant to be. And he needs to figure it out. He said that, and then they started fighting. Peter whooped him. We all knew it. It's Peter.
And
Spider-Man. I love
and the
Spider-Man.
thing is, even when he lost Aunt May in the comics, right, to Wilson Fisk, he went to the prison, beat him up, but he didn't kill him though. He left him there to die, pretty much, but he didn't commit the final
There was
blow.
so many times Fisk, or there's people went after Aunt May, but it was mainly Fisk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fisk went after Aunt May. It wasn't Spider-Man that went one time. It was Peter.
Yeah. And
he I think he killed him. I can't remember, but
the time in like the prison and stuff. I don't think he killed him.
I can't remember, but he put the beat on him. He put
Exactly.
the works on him.
And honestly, I'm surprised he didn't kill the Green Goblin in No Way Home. I'm glad he didn't. I'm so glad he didn't. But
he was right there until
if it wasn't the other Spider-Man came
until Toby came in, because Toby understood what he was feeling. Because Toby also embodied the grief well.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to kill the dude that killed his uncle. He almost did.
Yeah.
But the dude backed out and killed himself.
Yeah. But it shows the restraint Spider-Man has. Because he could, one punch could kill anybody. He's pretty much One Punch Man.
He
holds back so much.
Because in his heart, he doesn't want to hurt anyone. He just wants to save the day.
And that gives, like, I love Batman, right? And I love everything that he stands for. The thing is, his no killing rule, it doesn't hit the same as Spider-Man's. Because Batman's only reason for not killing is not because of goodness in his heart. Because if we're being so for real,
Batman would kill anyone.
Yeah, Batman is not a good person. He said it himself. The second he does, the only reason he doesn't is because he knows he will enjoy it.
Yeah.
And he'll keep going. So he has restraint, but only because he's mentally strong. Spider-Man has restraint because he's just a good person.
Yeah, he has a good heart.
Like, Batman knows he would love killing. That's why he doesn't do it.
This is why Spider-Man is such a... Like, he's my favorite character, my favorite hero in general. Because of who he is as a person. I can relate to who he is in every way.
Yeah.
And he inspires me to be better than I have in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta say that. And it's just like, he is someone who will always get back up. No matter how tired he is, like when he was going against Moreland.
Yeah.
No matter how tired he was, no matter how beat up he was, he kept fighting because it was his problem, because Moreland only goes after spider people. Mm-hmm. Those vampires only went after the spiders. And he felt that it was just all on him, because there were other spider people around.
Yeah.
But he felt as if it was all on him because he was the first.
Yeah. Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man is... I know I'm damn near glazed at Spider-Man. Yes, I know Batman and the whole Bat family will always be my top, right? Spider-Man. But I can admit right now, to everybody listening, I would much rather Spider-Man than Batman and all that. He's much more of a symbol of like peace and good with himself. Like the fact that people will just assume like in Marvel they assume Spider-Man is probably like he has the amazing life. He goes home to nobody. He goes home to rent due. He goes home to all this. Batman is a billionaire. Playboy has no worries in life and does it just cause. Just because he can.
He does it because he wants to stop the crime.
He wants to stop crime. But he can probably stop more crimes buying, like spending his money. Spider-Man only has his powers to deal with.
And he does it every day. He's going out since he was 14. Mm-hmm. Broken bones, getting beat, coming home just bloody and everything without his aunt.
Even when his first, like his true love, obviously his true love is Mary Jane, but his first love, Gwen, when she died, she is. Don't make that face.
You know my opinion on that.
I don't like Mary Jane either.
She's for the streets.
But the thing is, that is his true love.
No, I know.
His first love, Gwen. Like imagine, because that was his high school love. So imagine that, and she dies like in your hands, and you still wake up every day to keep saving lives, even though you couldn't save the one person you cared about that much. And that'll be the second person in his life that he couldn't stop after getting his powers. First being Uncle Ben, then Gwen. He didn't have these I don't know, man.
And after that, he lost two most important people in his life, and he was lost. He was broken after both things. But he realized, he knew that's not who he needed to be. He needed to be Spider-Man. He needed to be a hero. Just because he wasn't okay. Just because he lost these people doesn't mean that he has to let everyone else lose them.
Exactly.
And he's always going to fight for what he believes in and what is right for just the people. Say if we had like a real Spider-Man, real Captain America, even real Batman, Superman, they all would hate ice.
Yeah.
They would all hate ice.
Get a little
right?
political there, buddy.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Like, out of everything, heroes would hate the way that our world has gone.
Exactly.
And they would try their best to fix it. Even All Might.
Yeah.
Even All Might.
Even though, he's Japanese, but he would hate it too.
He was abroad in the U.S. for years.
Yeah.
He was their hero for years.
And
All Might is another true symbol of peace.
that just brings me back to Wonderman in the sense is I feel like that's the part that was missing in his character was the need to protect. The need to be a hero. He wants it so badly that I feel like he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
He needs a moment where he reflects and be like, okay, I'm Wonderman, right? People know me as Wonderman.
Yeah.
But I need to go save that person, not because I am Wonderman, because they need to be saved.
Yeah, and I fully agree with you because in Wonderman, if they had just that one scene, because we've seen in his past, he was bullied, alone.
Exactly.
He's seen a kid being bullied.
Yeah, he has the
Like,
uprising to be a good hero.
He had the feeling to want to stop it.
But he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything because I'm guessing, like, in his mind, he can't. He feels like a kid stuck just not being able to speak. Which, I understand that. I know how that is. But, he could have, if he just acted on the whole chamoy scene, I feel like that would have truly shown who he wanted to be and who he wanted to become in life.
Because he sat there while a kid had a gun to his head, and the only thing he cared about was the fact that he got the Wonderman casting.
And then to get that stuff off the GoPro of him using his powers.
That's literally all he cared about. Let's say if it was Spider-Man, for example, if there was a video of him putting his suit on, swinging away, and everybody's going to find out, and someone had a gun to his head, he would have saved the kid and probably released the video himself, just so that kid would be saved.
He wouldn't. He doesn't care. He revealed his identity before, and that's what sent Fisk and all of them after his family. Yeah. That's the only reason he can't reveal his identity. But if he did, and he probably would be the one to reveal himself, he would still be Spider-Man. Exactly.
Even if the whole world knew who he was, he would still put the mask on, and he would still give. Actually, I don't even think he would put the costume on because everybody knows who he is. He'll go out and give smiles.
He needs the costume.
He'll give the joy and the happiness to everybody who can, even if they're trying to. I feel like Spider-Man, even if someone tried to kill him, he would still go and save them.
100%.
Wonderman, if someone tried to kill him, he would not try to save him. He would probably kill him himself.
What was the episode where, I think it was episode 6?
Oh, that one scene where he had a dream that he just killed one of his co-stars.
He just punched him through the head.
Straight through the head.
Froze his head.
Me and the keepers audibly not screamed. But we're like,
oh! We straight up, we were like, we screamed. We were like,
oh my god.
What the, oh my god.
And those just little things, the fact that he's dreaming about killing people and all that, it doesn't give superhero vibes.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, that dude was genuinely, like, he was cutting deep, which you shouldn't let that get to you, but from what Simon grew up with in the past, of course that would get to him.
I understand. He had a completely human reaction.
Yeah.
Like a completely normal reaction. If you had superpowers and someone's getting to you that much, and the rage of just holding it in all the time, you probably would have punched them too. And I don't think he meant to kill the person in the dream.
No, absolutely
That definitely wasn't his intention. He just wanted to fight back. But the part of being a hero is that restraint, is that need for good. And that's the thing I keep coming back to, the fact that he doesn't have any signs of being a hero at all.
And I just hope we get those signs, at least in a season 2 or a movie.
The thing is, I can see by the way the actor was portraying him, and the way I can see my whole gripe with the fact that he cares too much about being Wonder Man. I feel like that could be the reason why he fully enjoys Wonder Man.
And I feel like in the end of the series, or episode 8, him breaking out Trevor and giving his money to those people
was the
littlest bit of just showing him being Wonder Man. But we needed more.
But the thing is, even in that case, that was him being selfish. Because the only reason he did that is because he never had a friend, and he was breaking his only friend out. Not because his friend did something good for him, because he feels like he needs someone there. Yeah. So even that case was him being selfish. He didn't do that because out of the goodness of his heart. He did that because he felt like he deserved a friend. Yeah. So that, I watched that scene and I really enjoyed it. I just felt like it was out of selfishness and not him being a hero.
Yeah, and I get that.
There was definitely no heroism in that thing. He was just, oh, let me get my friend. You know?
And I think it'd be so much better if we could just get his actual display of heroism. Like, just one display.
Like, genuine. Like, without him thinking, oh, this will be Wonder Man.
He just does it.
Exactly. So I feel like what would be the best bet is that he becomes a hero because he's Wonder Man, and he does that, and does that, and then maybe at the end of the movie, right, he finally sits there and he's like, okay, I need, like, he's broken down, his suit's ripped. They took away the title Wonder Man from him. Like, oh, you're not my Wonder Man, you're not Wonder Man. And then he does something good after that. That's when he'll be a hero. Yeah. Not because he feels like he's Wonder Man.
Like, say it's the final act of the movie and that's happening. And then,
like, everybody, they take the glasses, they take the suit.
Big bad thing going on.
And he decides, you know what? I'm gonna stop it.
I don't need the suit. I'm Wonder Man without it.
Exactly.
He is Wonder Man. He's become Wonder Man.
Like, him and Wonder Man are fine. He finally embraces it, not because he wants to be an actor, not because he feels like he needs to play a character, but he wants to save the life.
He wants to be there.
And that's when he will become Wonder Man. Not when he got casted as Wonder Man. He'll become Wonder Man once he finally doesn't want to be Wonder Man. He wants to save the life just because he can save the life.
And going back to Spider-Man, from the start, Peter knew that he had these powers, and he knew he wanted to help. He just didn't know how at first. Yeah. And he figured it out. And then there's times where he doesn't want to be Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man, he had a serum where he could be transformed back. He could just become Peter again. But no, he didn't take it because he knew they need Spider-Man. Like, he needs to be Spider-Man because he needs to help and he wants to help. He just can't let anyone lose anyone like he lost.
And the one day he finally was like, you know what, let me give it a break. His uncle died. On something he could have easily stopped. He decided, I did enough, it's me time now. And then his uncle died.
And then his uncle passed. And then he realized that. He went out. He looked for the dude that shot his uncle. And
he was gonna kill him.
But
he thought it was at his time. But then he was like, you know what?
He showed restraint. He showed restraint and showed true signs of being a hero.
So, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna drop the rating down to a 7 for Wonder Man. Just having this conversation.
I feel like it was an 8.5. It was
a good show. I really enjoyed it.
I prefer if we actually seen Simon embody who
Wonder
Man truly
this was a Simon Williams show, not the Wonder Man show. Because first off, even if we're going by, oh well, he's got casted as Wonder Man. He got casted as Wonder Man episode 6 out of an 8-episode show. So the majority of the series,
he got casted as Wonder Man. Episode 6.
So the majority of the series, he wasn't even Wonder Man.
No, the last 3 episodes.
I don't know. I get that he's Wonder Man. He's playing Wonder Man. Wonder Man in the comics is Simon Williams. Like, that literally is Wonder Man. It's just until that day he wakes up and he saves a life, not because of the title he was given, but because
of the choice he made.
Yeah, because of great power comes great responsibility. With Spider-Man. Once he realizes that, probably even that exact wording. Once he realizes that, he has realized that's what he needed, and that he wants to save lives just because he can save lives.
Yeah, and I feel like I hope we get something else for Wonder Man because
I would love a Wonder Man movie or season 2.
It would
be
so
something.
Well just to see him fully embrace Wonder Man and fully become who he should be.
And I take back what I said earlier about even him being a side character. No, he needs his own thing. Something he can spend time to grow with to finally be
Wonder.
Yeah. I feel like this character could do great things. Everything about him could be amazing. Yeah. This show is an amazing start. And he needs more.
He needs more because it was a great start. Good ending. He just needs more to flesh him out. because we fleshed Simon Williams out.
Mm-hmm.
We need to flesh out Wonderman.
Yeah, we need to see his
get
life
Wonderman.
as him as Wonderman.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that's our breakdown for Wonderman.
Yeah, it was a lot of
tangents, but they all
come back to Wonderman because of the fact that he needed to truly embody Wonderman,
and that's something he just didn't do. Yeah. He never once. I was watching a show, I felt like I was watching a superhero show.
Yeah, and I think that if we actually get him, you know, embodying Wonderman and becoming a hero, I feel like it would definitely be a lot better in general. And going back to the mutants, actually, I think it was Days of the Future Past where Logan went back in time to 1993.
Yeah,
I feel like that was pretty cool, and that if they have like the OG mutants from the Fox, is it gonna be like from that universe? Well, obviously, but like I'm saying,
I think they're just gonna restart. Like even if they keep the new cast, they're gonna restart it.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably because you need you.
Because they could do something like that, but I don't think that would work.
No. But I think we're gonna call it a quits for today, guys.
Yeah.
This is the longest episode.
Really?
Longest episode we've ever done.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy.
I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a special episode. This is not part of my a countdown. This is not episode 12. This is just pretty much the continuation to episode 11.
So just 11.5, really.
Yeah. So, like always, we love you guys and stay mythic.
We love that you came here to
listen to our rant.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Stay mythic.